When I found out that a Rakdos Vampires deck had won the Pro Tour, if you know me, you know, Tribal Tuesdays, I'm gonna have to play it for Tribal Tuesdays. So that's what we're doing, but how good is this deck in best of one, not best of three? And the question we really need to ask ourselves is, how good is the deck in the hands of me, a New England dad, versus in the hands of Seth Mansfield, a Pro Tour champion? Can I make this deck sing? Can I figure out how to play it like a pro? That's what we're doing today. Let's go. Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. This is the channel where we play what is good in Magic, mostly on Arena. Today on Arena, we can play in Explorer / Pioneer, the Pro Tour winning deck, Seth Mansfield, beating out the best of the best with this deck. It was a strange call for the meta, apparently. Other people bringing in other tech that was better known, but better tested. But what are you going to do against turn 3 Vein Ripper? And I can promise you we will get turn 3 Vein Ripper, which is probably the most exciting thing this deck has done. Vein Ripper, you may not be familiar, 6/5 flying ward, sacrifice a creature. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Of course, it is a vampire, which means that on turn 3 we can drop a Saurian Imperious Bloodlord, do a -3, put a vampire from our hand onto the battlefield. And then we got a 6/5 flyer that if opponent wants to remove it, they got to have a creature that they got to have a spell to remove it, and they got to have a creature to sacrifice to pay the ward cost. Pretty nasty, pretty nasty, and they're going to lose life anyway, and we're going to gain life anyway from the creature dying. So, a pretty fantastic little combo, and then of course backing it up with just one of the most busted cards. I guess the last 3 or 4 Pro Tour winning decks have been playing Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So what are you going to do? The Fable of the Mirror Breaker, again, in the Pro Tour 4 of. This is just going to give us card selection, help us find the Vein Rippers. This deck is so good, it only has to run 1 Shieldred. This is our non-vampire, I guess, unless you count Smuggler's Copter. But otherwise, we've got Mutavault, which can be a vampire. Preacher of the Schism, which is a vampire. Blood Tithe Harvester is obviously a great Rakdos value card. Dusk Legion Zealot, only 2 of these, but not a bad target to copy once you flip Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And of course, copying Vein Ripper gets ridiculous. Stick around in the video if you want to see what happens when you've got multiple Vein Rippers and one has to sacrifice at the end of the turn, and et cetera, et cetera. Opponent's life total goes down very quickly, as you might guess. In terms of removal, Mansfield only playing the 1 Bitter Triumph as like the removes anything. Instant speed, you have to pay 3 life, but it gets a creature or a planeswalker. And then we've got 4 fatal pushes. This deck is not planning to go to the late game. You're either going to overwhelm people and then get some value maybe in the mid game, but by the late time of the late game, fatal push is not very good, but you don't care. I mean, I guess you can revolt and destroy slightly bigger creatures with it. 4 Thoughtseize to interrupt opponent's hand and anything that might stop your hand. And 2 Duresses, some more interruption. I believe we have 25 lands. Yes, 25 lands. That's what the pros play, guys. All you who shave, you're down to 20 lands in a non-aggro deck. Look at 1/1 the Pro Tour here. 25 lands. That is the deck. We're just going to get to the games. We're going to see how I do. We know how Seth Mansfield did. Seth Mansfield destroyed the best players of the best with this deck. But can I win a best of 3 ladder? Can we rank up? We're in Diamond. We're up against some pretty tough competition. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, stick around to the end to show you how the real win rate of the deck, not just the matches I was able to squeeze into the video. All right. Playing some Mansfield's Vampire Raiders. This is not a Mons Goblin Raiders deck. Double Vein Ripper hand. Yeah, sure. We'll keep it. Why not? Go high with the Tyrant. 1. Here's a turn 2. Ooh! And we got a great turn 3. Vampire. Be lights out turn 3. What you got, Gruul? This guy's name again? The sexy dad planeswalker. Sulphur Springs. This. They're doing some Bard Clash shenanigans. We'll put a Vein Ripper in. Bard your class away. Now it's going to take 2 turns to get this guy up to put it in, I guess. But that's okay. Ruby. Gallia. Hajar. Domri. Pretty good. They can fight this except for the ward. I guess they can pay the ward. How much do you want to pay the ward? Probably a lot, I'm guessing. Opponent is popping off too. Might just be who goes first in the format. They sacrifice Hajar. Kill that. They play another Ruby. Because why not? Yeah, it has haste. Okay. Oh, and we're destroying nothing but Vein Rippers. Interesting. Well, let's play this on red. No, let's play it on black. This is going to take 1 more mana to activate. Let's ditch one of these Vein Rippers, see if we can find something good. Mutavault. We'll take out Domri, I suppose. Opponent out of action. Hope they don't get another creature to attack with Gallia. We go to level 3. And they cast another Gallia. We managed to peel off 2 lands, which is good for us. We only take 3. And we've got Mutavault. I think we're just cracking in here. We're in a race. Get them down to 3 life. That. Next turn we can play a Vein Ripper, and then it becomes very hard for them to kill anything. We can get them down to 2 life. Bard class number 2. We can level it up, but that's not going to help them. Okay, so they're keeping up. Blockers. Naming Vampire again. We could just hardcast this. Or we can make our guy... I kind of like this line here. We make our guy +1. Lifelink Death Touch.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Maybe we should have done it to the Mutavault. I don't know. Pretty much have to block with Gallia. We should have done the Muda Vault. An Elvish Mystic. Not a problem. Got Soken's in here. Huh. Well, I suppose I could channel this and play the Dusk Legion Zealot. Let's play the Zealot first. See what we draw. Back Enuma. I'm going to try to get him down to 2 life here. If they don't care to block. They do. Alright. Vein Ripper number 2. What you got? Samut. Okay, they're popping off. They're popping off. They got hold on to Lena. Got Samut again. Aha, creature died. They're down to 1. They can't do that little trick anymore. Rishkar. Looks like they ran out of gas. Does have reach. I think if I just block with the Dusk Legion Zealot, then that's the game. Boom! Vein Ripper win. That's what we've going for. Yes! She was a Vein Ripper. A one-way vampire, yeah. Put her into play. On turn 3. On turn 3. I love this hand. This is a great hand. Turn 1, Duress. Turn 2, Fatal Push something. Turn 3, play that Vein Ripper. Ooh, and it could be a mirror match. Could be a mirror match, except Deadly Dispute. It's not quite the mirror. Fable the Mirror Breaker match. I guess this is the cleanest way to deal with Fable. We can Fatal Push the Blood Tithe Harvester. Oh, Smuggler's Copter is interesting. Do I go aggressive with it? I guess I will. Now on Arena, Smuggler's Copter. Cool. Case of the Stashed Skeleton. Okay, they drew that, because we didn't see that before. Let's shock it again. I don't care. We want to do a turn 3 Vein Ripper. And, what the heck? Get in with the Smuggler's Copter, too. Blood Crypt, we don't need it. Their Skelly Baby can come and hit Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Sad, but the way it goes. Guess they're deciding whether they want to Blood Tithe or Skelly Baby. Go for the Blood Tithe. Thorn's done its work. That's fine. Oh, well, maybe this will be demoralizing enough. Fly you for 9? Opponent goes to 6. Six, 5. Ward, sacrifice a creature. Pretty hard to deal with. They're just going to race. Deadly Dispute. The blood instead of the Skelly. And they give up. Yeah. Turn 3 Vein Ripper. What you gonna do? The world is a vampire. Said to I don't know the words. Said to Jane. Is that what he says? Vein Ripper, no Sorin. Opponent goes first, so our duress is. I'm still gonna keep it, I think. Got Fable to kind of get us back in the game. Or we don't got Fable. Looks like they were considering Vein Ripper there. They didn't immediately take out the Fable. See what they got. Oh, we got nothing to hit with Duress. Okay. Useless Duresses. Let's see what that last card is. It's a Sheoldred. Tithe Harvester on top of Blood Tithe Harvester. Harvesting blood like nobody's biz. Just play a Mutavault, I guess. Even though the Blackcleave Cliffs would be better there, but. Sheoldred, the Apocalypse coming down. Hitting for 6. This is pretty radical. Well, we just got lands in hand. I think we need to preserve our life total till we can do some shenanigans. Actually considering not dropping Sheoldred here, which is weird. We don't have a lot to deal with Sheoldred. Okay, they were like, why did they block like that? Let's use our stuff. Blackcleave Cliffs. You know that we have that. There's Sheoldred. We're going to need something to deal with that shit. Maybe shouldn't have kept this in. See what the Zealot finds. Takes us down to 8. Takes us down to 6. There's the Sorin that we needed. We sorely needed before. They snap the Blood Tithe Harvester off. Attack with Sheoldred. Or they're just going to make us sacrifice it. They're going to win right now. Okay. Can't win them all. Playing just like the pros. Not playing like them, but playing the decks they play. That's how we're like them. You too can play like the pros if you just define that to mean playing their same decks. A lot to do on turn 1. Opponent, the Vigil, keeping Vigil somewhere other than over their hand. Okay, here we go. Blood Crypt tapped. Fable the Mirror Breaker, hopefully to sort these things away. Dusk Legion Zealot for opponent. Uh-oh. Is this a mirror match? Let's say Vampire. I too can draw a card with life. Next turn we can Fable or we can bombard their hand. Let's just Make a trade, I don't care. The opponent is winning the battle of who went first. Clearly. They attack, they'll make a treasure now. Not ideal. It looks like they might kill our guy. They ditched a Dusk Legion and Takenuma. Cards in their hand are better than those. Hit or trying. Okay. Well, taking 3 damage is good, I suppose. Gonna be able to double spell here off the treasure. Yes, they are. And we miss our shot at getting those. Discard up to 2 cards. Gladly. Hit a Mutavault. Inclined to thought seize them just to see what they've got left. Oh, another Fable. Okay. Well, that can get hit by the duress. Should I hit the Preacher? Or just take it, because I'm not going to get another chance at it. I get to play double Preachers here. It's not looking good. Opponent going first with triple Fables. Plus removing our ability to make treasure and... get ahead. Okay. Kenzen. Suppose we'll see what their last card is. Mungo's Copter. Hey, we can hit it. Okay. Thank goodness for small miracles. And then may as well attack, right? We're behind. We'll make a 1/1. We want to be able to block. They're going to draw cards. There's no win to this, is there? As they went first, they get more value out of everything. Take a token. They're just attacking with the token. Not worth blocking. They get a Sorin. Oh man, we're so far behind in this game. How do we come back? How do we come back? Not by drawing lands. Yeah. I mean, we can save this. We can maybe kill one of these Preachers, but they can also just zap one of these guys with Sorin. We would have to draw something other than lands here. Hey, but you can see how this deck does when it pops off. We got that going for us. they're down to 11. Did I kill the 3/5 or should I just kill the 2/4? Yeah, let's just kill the 2/4, the 2/2. Let's hope they didn't draw into their fatal push. Another Sorin. Sure, why not? Yeah, put a Vein Ripper into play. Should have done that pre-combat. I guess maybe they drew into it. That's a nice little combo. And a fatal push. We didn't even need to use it before. And we draw a land! Oh! Okay. So it goes. Up against a tardigrade. Notoriously hard to kill. Chubby or otherwise. Keep this. Or do we duress first or Thoughtseize first? Thinking Thoughtseize. Okay, Vessel of Nascency, interesting. We don't want them to pop off with Great Hinge, but we can hit that. With the duress. Oh, they ripped Pelucranos. Okay. They got the hinge, and we bothered to take out the Storm the Festival. We need some way. I guess Schism trades with the Pelucranos, right? We take the damage. Just wait. We'll just wait. Little Haven. Vessel of Nascency. 4. Schism over Mirror Breaker. For the moment. Cracks the vessel, finds Cavalier of Thorns, which is going to be hard for us to deal with. I guess we have to Thoughtseize it. Include Cliffs. No, just going to do that. Fable. Thoughtseize away. Cavalier. They've almost got Storm the Festival mana. They're GGing us. Okay. I guess I'll just discard 2 lands, because probably hit other lands, or not. Back for 2. Draw me something good here. Hey, Fatal Push. Do that before the elf can be used. Slowing him down. Slowing him down. Ah, they got another elf. Vein Ripper. Don't have the mana for it. Start getting in though. Zealot, we draw a land, we'll have it next turn. We're going to be in good shape. Opponent. And here comes Storm the Festival. Okay, what do they find? Clothful and Cavalier Thorns, pretty good. Put the Nykthos onto the battlefield so they can storm the festival again next turn. Okay, well, we can reflect into a Vein Ripper. That's pretty cool. And then, while both of those are on the battlefield, let's get rid of that. Maybe that was what we wanted to copy. I don't know. Well, they're down to 4. Haha. I think that's game, right? Oh no, they can block with the Cavalier. Block with the Cavalier. Not quite game, but. Oh wait, we got a bunch of triggers. Maybe that's game. GG's. But go ahead, put something on top of your library. Now we win. Okay. Tardigrade. Not missing a trigger. I appreciate that, Tardigrade. Well, if you stuck it out here, you get to find out that this deck only went 50%, 67% on the play, 33% on the draw. 3-3 record. Only 34 minutes to play 6 matches or 6 games. Not bad, not bad. In the hands of a Pro Tour player, obviously it's a very good deck. Although it's not tuned for best of 1, it is tuned for best of 3. So follow the link to find the sideboard version of the deck. Yeah, what else can I say about it? I think for best of 3, I don't know. Maybe we would probably want more removal like Bitter Triumph. Like we were running up against some big creatures. We did manage to beat that green deck there at the end that had the big creatures, but we lost to a green deck that kind of got through our removal, just kept dropping Titans of Industry. So that's one way the deck can lose, and obviously it can lose to Rakdos in the mirror match, or just a Rakdos deck that has a good draw that gets ahead of it. So it's not an unbeatable deck by any means. I think if you want the unbeatable deck right now, currently as I record this, Show and Tell and Timeless, watch my video of that. That is the better deck just for ranking up really fast and having a high win rate and being completely unfair. But this deck is a lot of fun. Boy, you know, dropping the Vein Ripper on turn 3 is hilarious and fun, and making the double Vein Rippers was a lot of fun too. So really enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Hit that like, tickle the like button if you like this kind of thing. That will help me know to make more. And this is Mana Dad reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. So now watch these videos over here that are cool too. Bye.